Hi, I still am. Hi from Bluestone Manor. I will talk about that in a second, but welcome to another live stream of Bravo and Blaze with Jenny Blaze, where we are going to talk about everything going on Bravo TV. We have a full lineup and a lot has been going on in the Bravo world. So we're going to go through that. But before we get into it, as a disclaimer, I want to remind everyone that this podcast is for entertainment purposes only. Let's all try to be cool, not all like uncool. We are not here to intentionally harm anyone and by no means use this platform as an avenue for bullying. And anything said is alleged. If you are not following us on social media, make sure you do so. We are at Bravo and Blaze on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and Twitch. And we are at Jenny Blaze on YouTube. If you are a podcast listener, please note that we have visuals over here on YouTube for you to look at. However, I will do my best to describe what we're looking at for those of you who are driving in your cars. Maybe you're doing laundry, cleaning up, I don't know, picking kids up. What is everyone doing? But the audio podcast is available wherever you get your podcasts. To help support Bravo and Blaze, make sure you subscribe, follow, share, like, comment, excuse me, and leave a 5-star review. I need to promote something. So I'm going to switch over to Badow. Across the river and into the trees. If you are following on social media, you may have seen me post about an upcoming live digital premiere of Across the River and Into the Trees. This movie is based off of Ernest Hemingway's last full-length novel starring Liev Schreiber and Josh Hutcherson. Hutcherson. If you buy tickets to this live digital premiere on October 19th, you not only get to watch the movie virtually with the cast, but you will also join an exclusive interview with Matilda De Angelis and Paula Ortiz, who also star in this film. You'll be able to hang out, have your questions answered, win props and prizes, and participate in the live Q&A. So make sure you go get your tickets now. The link to purchase is in the show notes. And I am letting you know that I earn a commission on a portion of each ticket sale. Just following the rules, guys. Okay, what else do we got here? Oh, Patreon. As a reminder, we are rewatching The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City Season 4 every Monday on Patreon. And I'm starting to give my weekly thoughts on Season 5 on Patreon as well, because we have so much going on. We can't fit everything in here. And I have a strong history with Salt Lake City from Season 1 to where we are now. When Heather Gay yelled receipts prove timeline screenshots, they showed a thumbnail of our interview with Murillo Bueno, who used to be Jen Shaw's former assistant and former employee of Heather Gay. And I know some of you are like loving Heather Gay. I will not hold it against you because I'm sure you haven't seen my interviews with Murillo. You need to go watch those because they are very revealing. I'll put a link to those too. But like I said, we are rewatching Salt Lake City Season 4. We just did episode 6. And I forgot how awful Linda was to Monica. Like, she was very entertaining, and it was wild to see her like laugh right in Monica's face when Monica's obviously hurting. But wow, what a treat. What a treat. I'm also like really scared of Monica. And she blocked me on Twitter, even though I've never interacted with her on Twitter other than when she was Reality Von Tease. And I'm starting to think, is it like Instagram? If you have multiple Twitter accounts and you block someone, do you automatically get blocked from all of their accounts? Because she definitely blocked me. Oh, but anyways, I just can't believe how wild Linda is. Anyways, let's move on. So I mentioned earlier about Bluestone Manor. I also put up my whole experience on Bluestone Manor on Patreon. I went there last Saturday for a Halloween lunch hosted by Dorinda Medley, and it was everything and more that I could have ever expected or dreamed of. I'm pretty sure I'm a witch and made this happen because I manifested it. And I'm sure I've said it on this show before, just don't have the bandwidth to go look it up. But let me tell you a couple things about that experience. And everything is on the Patreon episode, but I'll just tell you a couple things I thought were funny. So I really wanted to ask her about the Traitors. If you are Traitors fans, you know that that show is very tight-lipped on everything. So I knew that I wasn't going to be able to get that much from her, but I did ask her what she thought of Tom Sandoval. Because remember, they filmed season 3 already in Scotland. That hopefully is coming out in January. But I'm dying to know. Like, I know we don't love Tom Sandoval, but like, I'm kind of like getting over all the hate. So I am excited to see him on the Traitors, and I would love to see him suffer a little bit, like in a mission. I can just picture them being like, if y'all remember on the Traitors season 2, they had one mission where they did like surveys before they started the game. And so each team, there's 2 teams, they each had to go up, and at each milestone, there was 2 scarecrows that represented a person on that team. And they had to read the question and guess what the answer was. One of them was, who is more popular? I think they said, was it, what's his name? The boxer? Or, oh my gosh, what is her name? The drag queen. Oh my God, I forgot her name. But they chose wrong. Like, how funny would that be if Tom Sandoval, he's like, he sees his scarecrow body on the ground. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. But okay, so she didn't have anything negative to say about Tom Sandoval, unfortunately. And however, she did an amazing impression of him. It was like spot on. I wish I recorded it for you all, but she also had really good impressions of a lot of people. Maybe that's like Dorinda's thing. She should just go have a show where she does impressions of everyone. But yeah, and then the funniest thing for me, like I could not stop laughing. It's still funny to me. Richie from Caduce was there, and he's like telling a story about how Bethany blocked him that week. And so Dorinda was like, show your phone. He's like, oh, I don't have really good connection. She's like, connect to the Wi-Fi. And so I'm like, oh, Wi-Fi, because I couldn't connect to anything either, and it was killing me. And she goes, it's Medley WAP. And I was like, wait, what? She goes, Richard named it Medley WAP in 2005 before WAP meant wet ass pussy. I was dying because I believe that. So I come from an IT background. WAP stands for wireless access point. I forget what the A stands for actually, but WAP is a thing. And that used to be like the default name for Wi-Fi networks back in the day. So Richard, he made their network name Medley WAP. And I think that's like just hilarious. But again, a lot of the pics and video are up on that episode on Patreon. I even got a picture sitting in that twofer chair. I don't even know what to call it. It's like one seat is facing one way, the other seat is facing the opposite way. Dorinda's in front of her big piece of art, and I got to sit there. And so I put my picture into that picture. I call this an inception. This is a masterpiece. I'm very proud of this one. I loved it. Ugh, it was amazing. I didn't want to leave. I was like, can I just live here forever? Okay, let's move on to Bravo news, quote unquote news. This is just, stuff that's going on in our world. So the first thing, this is from Christian Grace Snow on Instagram. BravoCon 2025 has been announced. It's going to be in Las Vegas, held at the Caesars Forum again on November 14th, 15th, and 16th. So you better start planning now. Start saving because we're going. Faux show. What's next? Oh, I thought this was interesting. Queens of Bravo posted this new podcast alert. Crystal Kong Minkoff and Cynthia Bailey will be launching their pop culture podcast, Humble Brag, on October 21st. We will be listening. I thought this was interesting. Do you guys have any thoughts on this? Because I didn't even know that they were friends. And what is their format? What are they going to be doing? Are they going to be talking about their lives? Are they going to be talking about Bravo stuff? Are they going to be rewatching things? What is going to be happening? It just says pop culture. So I would like to know more, please. Thank you. Also, I don't know if I mentioned this, but we have an interactive chat over here on YouTube. So feel free to drop some comments or questions. I want to know other people's thoughts. Don't forget, I'm literally sitting in a room by myself right now. Okay. The next Bravo quote unquote news. This week we had the Victoria's Secret fashion show. Our girls Sierra Miller from Summer House and Madison LaCroix from Southern Charm were in attendance, and they're just so stunning. I cannot get over how stunning these two are. And I love how on Twitter someone was like, by the way, this was posted by Bravo and Cocktails. Someone on Twitter was like, I thought Madison was Jessica Simpson. And I swear, Madison LaCroix looks more like Jessica Simpson than Jessica Simpson looks like Jessica Simpson. It's wild. But oh my gosh, she is so gorgeous. Okay, Taste of Reality. This is really funny. Katie Maloney reveals she's in love and has a boyfriend. She made this announcement on her Disrespectfully podcast with Dana. And of course, the Bravo fandom is going to pick up on this. She made the announcement on October 16th, which happens to be the same day as Warts' birthday. Slow clap. Nailed it, Katie. Well done. Well done. Apparently, I don't have any like pictures for this or anything, but I saw today, I think Schwartz is posting pictures of his girlfriend now. Like he'd never posted. He posted a couple times of his new girlfriend, but he hasn't really posted that much. And then out of nowhere, all of a sudden he's posting about his girlfriend. Savage, Jacqueline, honey. Yes, savage. I love Katie. And then from Steph with the deets, I think I didn't like go in and investigate this much further, but I believe Katie's boyfriend has been identified. It's all over social media. I don't feel like I need to even bring it up for you guys. I think he's like in a band or something, but good for her. Check out Steph with the deets. She'll point you in the right direction. Oopsies. Okay, in other news, this is from Bravo and Cocktails. Jeff Lewis's new show with Bravo and 32 Flavors is official. Contract signed. It will be a docuseries. It's Flipping Out 2.0, just confirmed on Jeff Lewis Live. We won. Woohoo! It's kind of weird though, because he had on Amazon Prime, I think, Prime Video, he had a show that was basically like flipping out. I don't understand all this like back and forth, but I'm glad Jeff Lewis is back. I miss Flipping Out. Flipping Out is like OG status. Flipping Out existed before Housewives. Just FYI, I think. I'm pretty sure. Don't forget, everything I say is alleged. All right, let's move on. Okay, this is from Queens of Bravo. Breaking: after Bravo opted not to renew Project Runway for another season, the iconic fashion series will strut down the runway to Freeform in 2025 for 10 episodes. This kind of disappointed me and made me sad because, like Flipping Out, Project Runway is an OG Bravo show. And it's an amazing show. I don't know why they keep messing around with Project Runway. They like canceled it at first, they brought it back, canceled it again. Then they like the hosts from the original Project Runway started to do their own like Project Runways, but not called Project Runways. Like they had their own shows. I'm just really sad and disappointed because this feels wrong. I'm not loving it. I'm still going to watch on Freeform, but I'm disappointed in Bravo, I have to say. Okay, I think that is what we got for our Bravo quote unquote news. I have more, but I'm going to talk about it when we get into each show. So let's go into the lineup. Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 9, Episode 2, Double Trouble. The episode description is: the fallout from Karen's Hatitude birthday continues as a few of the ladies try to reel in the drama. Giselle and Wendy meet to hash out their issues. Kiarna checks in on Karen and Stacy. Kiarna checks in on Karen and Stacy opens up to Ashley. Giselle and Ashley's G&A event is challenged by the Grand Dame, who forces the ladies to make a difficult choice. Okay, I'll just be honest, like I'm not really that into Potomac right now, and I feel sad and guilty to say that because I do love Potomac, but it's just not hitting for me. I don't know if I'm ruined for life from Scandival or because of all this Diddy stuff that's going on. I don't know. I'm here for this cast. I don't know. Maybe we need a little bit more, but I will go through the taglines because those came out yesterday. All right, first tagline, and I'm going in the order that Bravo put these on Instagram. So first tagline is Giselle Bryant. Her tagline is, "When the girls are away, it's time for Giselle to play." Okay. It's all right, I guess. Wendy Osefo. "I quit grading, but I'm still passing judgments." Okay, she's saying, okay, I don't know if I love this tagline. She quit grading, meaning she put in her resignation as a professor, but I'm still passing judgments. Do you pass judgments as a professor? This doesn't make sense, but whatever. I always want to like Wendy, but it's really difficult sometimes. Okay, next is Mia Thornton. "Marriage can be temporary, but ink is permanent." Oh my God. I just briefly read these real quick before going live. So this is still hitting me. That is savage. Oh my God. That is shade on Gordon so bad. Oh my God. I think Mia's probably going to hold it down this season. She not only is going through this divorce with Gordon, she's got her new man, Ink. I don't know if I saw it on the first 2 episodes, or maybe like in a trailer, but there's even a scene of them all being together in the house. And Gordon's like, "I don't want him here." Like, what? And then they're also questioning the paternity of one of Mia's children. It's pretty intense this season already, but whew, Mia. Look at that smize. Is that a smize? I don't know. She is out for blood this season. Ashley Darby, my forehead sister. "From kiddie pools to the dating pool, I'm ready to dive in." Girl, get divorced already. I'm sick of this divorce. How long has this divorce been going on? We don't want any more Darbiness around. We need to cut those ties. and you've been in the dating pool. Oh my gosh. Who is she dating right now? Does anyone know? Remember when she dated Luke? By the way, I had a bet with Brav Bros because they said Luke and Ashley were going to make it. Like they were going to have a long-term relationship. And I was like, are you out of your goddamn mind? That is never going to happen. And I was right. They broke up. So pay up, Brav Bros. All right, next is Stacy Rush. Her tagline is, I know how to host a show and steal one too. Oh, okay. I do like the scene where Stacy was asking Ashley about being biracial. I am half white, half Korean. I'm biracial. I know it's different, obviously, but like those questions about being biracial are they're general across the board. So I like to see those conversations take place. And it was interesting to hear Ashley talk about her sons who are a quarter Black, and I have quarter Asian kids. I never really thought about like them feeling one identity over more than another. I take on both of my sides equally, I feel like. So it was thought provoking, to say the least. All right, let's move on. I hope I'm saying her name right. Kierna? Is that how you say it? Kierna Stewart. I own a business, I mind my business, and I stand on business. Check that. Yo, I love this one. I barely know who this woman is, but I like her. Loving her. And then we have the Grand Dame, Karen Huger. Darling, I am the fence and the gatekeeper. Girl, what the hell does that mean? Last season, she said something like, I don't ride the fence. You don't ride the fence. You ride me, honey, or something. What the hell, Karen? Who is writing your taglines? Oh, man. Okay. I love the Grand Dame, though. I mean, I don't really have anything else to say about Potomac right now. We're only 2 episodes in, so I'm going to move on to Below Deck Sailing Yacht with Captain Glenn. We are on season 5, episode 2, Tender Bender. The episode description is Gary crashes a tender. Of course he does. And worries about how much damage he's caused. A lot of damage, Gary. You've caused a lot of damage to me personally. But we kind of like mutually emotionally accosted each other at BravoCon, so I'm okay with it. Danny and Keith continue to flirt on the boat, but when the stews take the guests to a hot Ibiza day club, I'm so immature, a cute host catches Danny's eye as well. Chef Cloyce surprises everyone with an unexpected rap. He's basically Eminem, Marshall Mathers. Gary and Daisy's friendship is still rocky despite them trying to clear the air. So over them. So over them. Oh, what's going on with these guys? The first thing I have to point out is Captain Glenn and his hair back in the day. Mwah! I love this look so much. When these pictures came up on the screen, I like gasped. And I was just like in awe. I love it. I wish I knew this Captain Glenn. I would have made out with this Captain Glenn, I think. Look at how cute he is. Oh my gosh. So cute. Okay. I did a poll on Twitter and Instagram. I asked, because during this episode, the 2 stews were at this day club in Ibiza. I can't say Ibiza, guys. I feel weird. So the 2 stews have been there all day with Dr. Contessa and friends. And it was time to switch out. They said they wanted to stay at the club. So Daisy asked Gary to go pick up the stews and swap out the crew. That seemed like a completely normal request to me when she said it, but Gary's reaction was just so off-putting. And I wonder if he only reacts this way to Daisy, but he was like, no. And so I did a poll. I said, should Gary have gone to swap out the stews? And on Instagram, 69% said yes, 31% said no. But on Twitter, 88% said yes, 12% said no. I love doing these polls on two separate platforms because, especially when it comes to Below Deck viewers do not play. We have been ingrained to have Captain Lee mindset. And when you need to swap out the stews, you go swap out those stews, Gary. Ugh, can't stand him. Let's see what else happened. It was really, really bizarre. Not bizarre. It was very jarring to me when Chef Cloyce as in Rolls Royce, but Cloyce, he mentioned how he wasn't even born in the 90s. And I was like, no, we're there. We're there at this point now where adults are not even born in the 1900s. They're out and about, guys. Watch out. We're known as people who were born in the 1900s now. I hate that. It sounds really old. Whatever. We still look good, right? But I was surprised by Sheffy. He's very young. He like freestyle rapped when he came out with the food. He likes to dress up. He's like, you know, I like to be ready to make money moves. And I was like impressed by that. I was like, that is very attractive. And then I'm like, oh my God, I hope I don't like this kid because he is literally like a child. He's 22. I was like, this is a weird feeling. But then thankfully on some of the scenes for the next episodes coming up, he shows us his age. So I feel better. I don't think I have a crush on him. So whew, good thing. Okay, moving on to The Real Housewives of New York. We are on season 15, episode 3, Dramamine Drama. This is painful. Okay, the episode description is the ladies arrive in the Hamptons where Cy and Brynn attempt to clear the air, but a miscommunication causes more conflict. Raquel and Rebecca open up about their past. Uba and Brynn find themselves at odds. So my note that I have is don't care. I just like, I cannot get into this. But I'll go through each character real quick. Okay, and this maybe when I go through each person, it'll help you guys understand where I'm coming from. Okay, let's start. I'm going to start from the right. Uba hot is very Uba hot, and I don't understand why. I don't get it. She just like lashes out, and it's very confusing for me. So I don't know what to take of that. Brynn, I fear, because I really liked Brynn last season, and I still like her, even though it's hard to like her right now. But I'm nervous that she's going to be another Leah McSweeney. Like, great first season, tanked second season, and everyone hated her. And I really hope that's not Brynn's future because I like her. Aaron, baby, I know what you're doing. Aaron, I'm pretty sure Aaron came onto the show to get a divorce. She set everything up in her first season. She even went through with the kiss of death, renewing her vows on camera. And now on camera and her second season, she's talking about not trusting Gabe. Is his name Gabe or Abe? Her husband, whatever. But I think she came on this show to break up with her husband. This is a classic Housewives move. It's in the playbook. I think they have it in the handbook that they pass out before they start. I'm just kidding. I just made that up. But yeah, I don't know what's happening. And whatever. I'm moving on. Jenna Lyons. I do adore Jenna Lyons, but and I'm a little scared to say this, but I think she might be overhyped. She's kind of like Beyonce. Don't say it. Thank you, Beyonce. All right, moving on. Jessel. Jessel is my favorite. She is like unintentionally hilarious. And I don't even think she knows really what's going on, but she's thriving. I find that to be so fascinating, endearing. I love it. I love it. And look at her outfit. Come on. I think I like her outfit the best in this whole cast. Okay, then we have Sai. I think Sai is producing herself. I think they're all producing themselves, to be honest, but Sai feels heavily produced. So I'll just say that. And don't forget, Sai is a content creator by trade. So production, that kind of stuff, she's familiar. Just keep that in mind. Raquel, oh God, I'm obsessed. I love Raquel. I love her fiance. I love her family. I love their dog who gets acupuncture for his childhood trauma. I just love them. And I did think it was a little weird that she was suggesting she drive Sai's car, because I would also be like, why are you asking to drive my car? But maybe that's like a rich person thing. I don't know. This whole episode, I was like, I couldn't even like follow it. I couldn't understand what was happening. I had to rewind it a lot. It was very difficult to get through. I hope it gets better. That's all I can say. Before I move on to Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, going back to Below Deck, Jacqueline Honey said, do you know what's going on between Captain Lee and Kate Chastain? I don't think they're friends anymore. Don't say that, Jacqueline. Okay, this is what I saw. I am a loud and proud Captain Sandy hater. And I think it was last week, I woke up in the morning. Yeah, I'll admit it. I opened Instagram first and started scrolling a little bit. The first thing I saw was a clip of Captain Lee at a show. He was like on the mic on stage by himself. Someone asked him who his least favorite Below Deck cast member is. And he paused for a while. And then he goes, Captain Sandy. I was like screaming in bed. I'm like, yes, this literally just made my day. Yes, Captain Lee, I knew I loved you. But, okay, so here's where Kate Chastain comes in. Wait, Jacqueline Honey said, I don't like her. Did he say that exactly? I don't like her. That's even better if that's the case. But I guess Kate Chastain is friends with Captain Sandy. She was at Captain Sandy's wedding. Okay. And what happened after that clip got out of Captain Lee saying that about Captain Sandy, Kate tweeted and said, as a chief stew, I would never speak poorly about another chief stew. And like, yada, yada, I don't know, something. So I remember seeing that and it got a lot of activity on Twitter. And I was just like, oh God, no. I just kind of ignored it because I'm like, I don't want to believe or think or even exist in a world where Captain Lee and Kate Chastain are not on good terms. I refuse to accept it. All right, let's move on. Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. God, this show, like, it drains me in a good way and a bad way. But we are on season 5, episode 5. The episode is called Whitney, Drew, and Her Clues. Good Lord. The episode description is, as the women settle back into life in Salt Lake City after their whirlwind trip to Milwaukee, group dynamics are anything but calm. Whitney is on the hunt to find out who planted the rumors about her business. Lisa and Bronwyn make a surprising and life-altering connection. Mary is fed up with Heather. I love this. And her slippery relationship with the truth. Brittany's relationship continues to cause friction within the group. Okay, wait. Let me see. What do I have here? Okay, before I get into this Brittany and Osmond thing, let me just quickly go through the rest of the cast. So Whitney is messy as hell. She wants to get to the bottom of this Alibaba thing, thinking originally that Meredith is the one who started spreading that rumor that she gets her jewelry from Alibaba. And then Up and Adam, actually made a cameo in this last episode, is on the phone with Whitney and alluded to Lisa Barlow potentially being behind this whole Alibaba jewelry fiasco. And when I heard that, I'm like, because I'm a Lisa Barlow fan, so she can do no wrong in my eyes. I'm like, if Lisa Barlow had anything to do with this, I 1,000,000% believe that Heather Gay is also in on this. I just feel like this is something Heather would do. It might be a hot take, but I don't care. That's how I feel. Heather is dirty. No one gets this. I don't know why everyone is blind to this, but Heather is the biggest liar. She may even be more of a liar than Jen Shaw. Yeah, I said it. Oh boy. Okay. I do want to talk about Bronwyn. And I feel guilty now for calling her Brown Wind for so long, but Bronwyn and her daughter Gwen, oh my gosh. What a heartbreaking and devastating backstory they have. The first thing that came to mind was, oh my God, Bronwyn's teenage pregnancy story sounds very similar to Macy from Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. They got pregnant when they were 19, had babies, or no, wait. Macy's father of her child, I think, died when she was still pregnant. Bronwyn's child's father died when Gwen was 2, but was never in her life. And it's just so sad because this is why I like this show, because this has a lot to do with their religious beliefs, I believe. Bronwyn and Gwen's father went to his parents and they didn't support her having the baby. Gwen's father eventually, he didn't help support Bronwyn. It's really sad, really, really sad. And then to see Gwen come on camera and talk about it, first I was like, oh my God, this girl's very gorgeous. But also her demeanor was just so mature. And I was very impressed, that a 17-year-old girl could come on camera. This is her first time on camera, and this is what she's talking about, is connecting with her long lost grandparents who brushed her off when she was a child for 18 years almost. It's really sad. I haven't felt like crying from a Real Housewives show like this since Chanel Ayan talked about her female genital mutilation story. I wanted to sob watching this story. So this week was definitely a good episode. I love that Mary Cosby is so clocked in this season. She is working for that check, and I love it. She went to a hip hop class with Angie. Angie is so funny. She's so proud of their level of dance expertise because Heather Gay's daughter was in the class with them. She's like, a teenager was in the same class as us. Oh my God, Angie is cracking me up this season, especially with Mary. I love Angie and Mary hanging out. But yeah, Mary's like also zip lining, doing all sorts of stuff. And she called out Heather gay and her lies. Bad Heather. So I really love that. And Heather had mud on her face and nobody told her. I think that's funny. Sorry, but she's a fraud. She's trying to fool us all. Not today. Not me. Try again. Mary. Just Jen said, I love Mary this season. She is everything. Jacqueline Honey said, I think Mary's hilarious, but her son, oh, that scene with Mary's son was rough. And I saw someone on Twitter say, oh, he's so stoned, or he's like smoking too much weed. That was not weed, okay? Maybe with other things, but let's not go there. Don't make me angry today, people. Just Jen talking about Bronwyn and Gwen. It was really sad for mom and daughter. Jacqueline Honey, not friggin' stoned. Yeah, definitely not. That was really painful to watch. I can't believe they showed that, actually. He was like not sober. Hopefully he's getting the help he needs. Yes, we will pray. We will pray for Mary Cosby and her son. Okay, let me move on to the most audacious part of this episode, okay? This note. Jared Osman, this D-list Osman, finally makes an appearance on this show, and I'm disgusted. Already, this man has exhibited disgusting behavior, not only on the show, but on social media. He's even DMing Bravo accounts, being like, oh, we were never dating, we were just friends. Bitch, you're caught red-handed, because in this note, it says, I love you. From Jared to Britt. I am a good guy. Warning, everyone listen up. If anyone has to tell you that they're a good guy over and over again, they're not. They're not a good guy. They're bad. Like, keep saying it more, dude. Maybe someone will believe you, but it's not going to be me. Not today. Oh, I can't stand this guy. Whew, his letter. I'm going to read it for you guys right now. So I watched the episode. I was like live tweeting and stuff, but I had to go back. When it was over, I went back and I rewound, paused, played it over and over till I could read every single word. I did my best. I'll read it to you now. This is what he wrote. He left like 4 dozen roses, a unicorn, a stuffed unicorn. And this, she said it was a beautiful letter. It's not beautiful. He wrote, you are a unicorn, hence the unicorn gift. I love you. Thought 4 dozen roses would be nice to come home to. I understand from a credible source that your new quote unquote friends on the show helped come to the decision to dump me. How sad. I have been with you and loved you through all the hard times. You and I have been through so much together. We have both, blank, her thumb was in the way, out, and we're both human. He put a heart. He drew a heart. I guess that's the price I pay for loving a quote unquote real housewife. Our private life isn't private anymore. You told me you and I could get through anything. I thought that was true. I'm sorry you don't see me. I am a good man, Britt. Boo, hiss. I wish I had some kind of prop. Boo, we don't like you, Jared. He sucks. So I posted this, of course, and Giorgio says, who was recently on Real Housewives of Orange County, he's the one who broke down Ryan's legal stuff or whatever. He gave me the idea to make a song out of this, out of the lyrics. So I will play a little bit of that for you right now.
Hence the unicorn gift, I love you. Thought 4 dozen roses would be nice to come home to. I understand that your new friends on the show help come to the decision to dump me. How sad I have been with you and loved you through all the hard times. You and I have been through so much together. We have both power and we are both human. I guess that's the price I pay for loving a real housewife. Our private life isn't private anymore. You told me you and I could get through anything. I thought that was true. I'm sorry you don't see me. I am a good man, Brit.
Oh my God, I am a good man, Brit.
Gift, I love you.
I'm sorry, but that's so funny to me. Yeah, so you can check out the full official music video on YouTube. I'm sorry, but this guy sucks so bad. And here's more proof for you, okay? I obviously was posting on Twitter all of my beautiful content. I wrote out his letter. I also posted the song and the music video. Heather Osman at Osman Beauty replied to both of these tweets saying, "Welcome to the Unicorn Club, Brit." Unicorn Club is in caps. Apparently, there are quite a few of us. Heart, heart. I think this is his ex-wife. Oh my God. I was like, what? Is this real? I don't even know. Like, I don't know for sure if this is her, but I think it's her. And then on the video that I made, she replied, "Welcome to the Unicorn Club, Brittany. Apparently there are quite a few of us." Again, and she put the unicorn emoji. Spill the tea, Heather. Tell us, mention it all. We want to know everything about this guy. I could actually put together a whole receipts timeline proof screenshot video about this guy, but I'm not going to give him that much attention because I don't like him. He's not worth it. Look how much time he's already taken from me. But yeah, this is just a public service announcement. If you ever meet a guy like this, run. Don't fall for it. I actually kind of feel bad for Brittany a little bit, but she also is doing it to herself. So how old is she? She needs to stop. This is embarrassing. Okay, let's move on. The Real Housewives of Orange County. This was a good episode too. Season 18, episode 15, double-decker drama. The episode description is Shannon's 60th birthday extravaganza continues, but the mood is anything but celebratory when Tamra and Shannon continue their friendship war. The ladies hop on a double-decker bus tour where Gina questions Heather about another issue in their friendship, and Jen finds out there is gossip surrounding her financial decisions. When secret texts are exposed that allege Tamra dug up dirt on Ryan, Jen confronts Tamra in an explosive showdown. She turned me on last night, and she looked so cute doing it. I was like, this woman, she gets a standing ovation. Okay, but let me just tell you the news, though. Outside of the show, this is bad. Okay, trigger warning. I'm just going to say what the news is. I'm not going to get into it because I think it's gross, quite frankly. But Tamra went to one therapy session. She said her first therapy session. And I asked on many posts, but I haven't got an answer. Is it her first therapy session ever in her life? I don't know, but apparently she is saying she's being diagnosed on the spectrum as being autistic. And I didn't even listen. I didn't go into it because I'm like, this is already gross. And why is she doing this? this is hideous. But then, and I don't comment on Tamara usually because her behavior is so gross this season that like, I feel like I don't even have to say anything. And I prefer not to even address it because then it like brings light to it. But she blocked me this week on Instagram. I'm like, what the hell? I didn't even do anything. So I think Tamara is going through an unhinged manic moment right now, like very similar to Lisa Rinna, who also blocked me on like, I never talked about her. And then she went on like a blocking spree and blocked all Bravo accounts. Craig Conover did the same. That one I might have deserved. But yeah, oh my God. I think we all got a little bit of justice from Jen just going in on Tamara at the end of the episode. So that was nice. This is from the Real Moms of Bravo on Instagram. I almost peed my pants. It's the post is a picture of Elizabeth Vargas and Jim Bellino. It says RHOC star Alexis Bellino's ex-husband now dating Elizabeth Lynn Vargas. I wished this was true so bad, but I'm sorry. I think it's already out. I found out pretty quickly from a credible source. It's not true. So that's a bummer because I would have loved to see them come on to next season and just torture Alexis. I'm sorry, I mean Jugs. Torture Jugs the way that she's been torturing Shannon. And I think Elizabeth Vargas would be so good at it. It would be hilarious. But unfortunately, I don't think that's going to happen because they're apparently not dating. But maybe if we manifest it hard enough, it'll happen. So this episode, oh my gosh, I love when they dress up. I love anytime there's a reason to dress up because it's just so funny when they get into fights and they're fighting in costumes. But Jen is so cute. She's the king in this picture. They go and like dress up as royals and she's the king and she's so cute. She's like, because I got that big dick energy. She's she's talking about Shannon being her queen. She's like, you're my queen, bitch. How can anyone not like Jen Pedranti? I freaking love her so much. I'm loving her more and more every episode. I didn't think that would happen, but we're here. I could do without Gina. So yeah, at the end of this episode, Jen goes off on Tamara, and I just couldn't help but think like, oh my God, Jen is so cute. Her outfit is already so cute, but while she's arguing, it was amazing. I'm like, this woman is flawless. She never looks bad. Love her. Love her. And she really got Tamara. She does this. Okay. This is why it was so arousing, I think. It's because she's been so meek and mild and been getting like just attacked almost every episode this season. And it's like, enough already. These women are so jealous of Jen. It's wild. It's sickening. But Jen has been so demure, so sweet. Even when they're like, she gets a napkin thrown in her face and she's still sweet. She's very forgiving, but she's had it. And we love this, Jen. She stood up for herself and there were no lies told in everything she said. She was still able to articulate everything that Tamara has been doing to her and how I loved how she said, this is low level bullshit. That reminded me of Heather Dubrow a little bit. I liked it because it is low level bullshit. I don't like it. I don't care if Ryan is friends with a bookie. I don't. Also, Tamara's just like digging up unnecessary stuff because she doesn't have a storyline really. Like, I wish she would just be herself instead of trying to produce herself. But here we are. And like, I know everyone hates Tamra right now, but I haven't seen hate like this. Like my DMs were popping off. I haven't seen this much hate since Tom Sandoval. And maybe that was her goal. Like, was she trying to be a villain? It feels kind of a little bit like that. I don't know. What do you all think? Tay Tay, the savior, said Jennifer is queen. Love you, Tay Tay. Jacqueline, honey, that's someone who needs help. Oh, I think I'm going back too far. What else do we have? So yeah, I think that's pretty much what I have for today. I want to remind everyone that I did an interview with Katie Janela. She is our first Korean housewife on Bravo TV. I think she's doing amazing. I love her on this show. I believe that I can love Katie and love Heather Dubrow at the same time. And I'm going to put out positive energy out there that someday they will be besties. But you can go check out that interview with Katie. She talks more about her adoption journey and going to see her mother in Korea soon, actually. What's today? She's going like very soon. And I think they're recording all of that. So I am very much looking forward to hearing all about that and seeing that. And I hope that we all get to see it together on Bravo. Sorry, my voice is cracking. Okay. I think that's all I have for today, y'all. I just want to, before we go though, I want to make sure to remind you to subscribe, follow, share, like, leave a comment, and 5-star rating for Bravo and Blaze on YouTube and wherever you get your podcasts. Don't forget to follow on social media at Bravo and Blaze. Check out new episodes of Bravo and Blaze every Friday and Patreon on Mondays, but also keep your eye out for bonus episodes. Until next time, stay lit, y'all. I'm trying to get the exit music going. Okay, here we go.